Have you ever stared at a picture and seen something that wasn't really there? Or watched a static image seem to move and shimmer right before your eyes? It feels like magic, but it's actually pure neuroscience. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of optical illusions to reveal exactly how your brain plays tricks on you. So, what's happening when we see an illusion? It's not your eyes that are being fooled, it's your brain. Our brains are incredibly powerful, but they're also efficient. They've developed mental shortcuts, or heuristics, to process the overwhelming amount of visual information we receive every second. These shortcuts help us make sense of the world quickly, like judging distance, recognizing faces, and interpreting shapes. But sometimes, these shortcuts lead to mistakes. Optical illusions are the perfect examples of these mental glitches in action. Let's take a classic example, the Muller-Lyer illusion. You see two lines of the same length, but one has arrowheads pointing inward, and the other has them pointing outward. Almost everyone perceives the line with the outward-pointing fins as longer. Why? One popular theory is that our brain interprets these lines using cues from our three-dimensional world. The line with inward fins looks like the near corner of a room, while the line with outward fins resembles the far corner of a building. Since we know far corners are physically farther away, our brain automatically scales up its perceived length. The lines are identical, but your brain's experience with perspective makes you see them differently. Now, what about those illusions that seem to move? Like swirling patterns or pulsating colors? This is often due to something called neural fatigue, or the motion after effect. When you stare at a specific color or a pattern of movement for a while, the neurons in your brain responsible for detecting that specific stimulus get tired. When you then look away at a plain white surface, the less fatigued neurons that detect the opposite colors or movements fire more strongly, creating a ghostly, moving afterimage. It's like a temporary glitch in your visual processing system as it tries to rebalance itself. Color illusions work in a similar way. Have you seen that dress? The one that looked blue and black to some people, but white and gold to others? This phenomenon is all about context and assumptions. Our brain tries to account for the lighting conditions in a scene to figure out the true color of an object. In the case of the dress photo, the lighting was ambiguous. So some people's brains assumed it was in bright daylight, making the dress appear blue and black. Others' brains assumed it was in shadow, causing them to see it as white and gold. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just your brain making its best guess with limited information. Illusions also reveal a lot about how our brain prioritizes information. Take the Kniza triangle. You see a white triangle that isn't actually drawn. Your brain creates the triangle by connecting the gaps in the three Pac-Man-like circles. It prefers to see a simple, complete shape, a triangle on top of three circles, rather than three complex, unrelated shapes. This is your brain's tendency to find order and meaning, even when it's not explicitly there. It's a survival mechanism, helping us spot predators partially hidden in the grass or find patterns in nature. So, can you trust your eyes? Well, yes and no. Your visual system does an amazing job navigating a complex world, but it's not a perfect camera recording reality. It's an active interpreter, constantly making predictions and filling in the blanks. Optical illusions are not a flaw in our system. They are a window into how our brains work, revealing the incredible, hidden processes that construct our perception of reality every single moment. The next time you see an illusion, don't just be amazed by the trick. Be amazed by the incredible, complex, and sometimes quirky machine inside your head that's making it all happen. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mind. If you enjoyed unlocking these secrets of the brain, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of our world. See you next time.